Yeah, yo. Welcome to the pod, Low Pro Pod. What is this, episode 14?
It's either 14 or 15, one of the
Okay, 14 or 15. Hey, you'll know whenever the video comes out. You'll know which one it is. Welcome
for
to Low
sure.
Pro Pod. Got me and Joe this week. So it's gonna be an episode. We're doing a little Christmas episode this week. As you can tell, we're both wearing our red. Some of us are wearing Chiefs. We've got some heartbreaking news to go over, coming up with the
For
Chiefs. I'm
sure.
sure you all know, before this video even comes out. So we're gonna get into that, get into a little bit of the Christmas season, our plans, certain things that we like to do, things we're doing tomorrow. And then we're just going to kind of go over some stuff and we'll kind of see how the episode goes from there. So, welcome in. We appreciate you all coming in, listening. And Joe, what's going on? How you doing, man?
What's going on, man? To be from behind the switchboard and to be in the camera, I think I made one entrance before for the blooper video.
Yo.
But apart from that, I like to stay off cam. But, circumstances I had to step up.
Right. No, you look good. I mean,
But,
maybe you need to be on camera more.
oh man, we had to go deep in the depth chart. You know what I'm saying? We scraping the back.
Had
We
to
got a
go
lot of
deep
injuries.
in.
We got a lot of
We got
quarterback injuries around the
fourth
season.
string backup. We we got you in. Don't expect any more starts.
That's it, man. I'm gonna do the best what I got.
That's right.
But yeah, I'm glad to be here, man. I'm glad to, step in where the guys need me, and I'm glad to talk about your and our Kansas City Chiefs, man. So let's get straight to it. So the news is out. They're going across the border. They're going across state line. They're going to Kansas. It was a crazy
Boo.
deal. If we talking about money, it was a great deal for the Chiefs as an organization. But as a fan, as a lifelong fan from Missouri, you know what I'm saying, from the MO, how do you feel?
Oh, I mean, it feels terrible. It it feels terrible. I mean, to and my whole life just, have Arrowhead Stadium here, have, Big Red, have the Hunt family here in Missouri, and just have everything going on and have all this success and have Patrick Mahomes and have just everything that we've built here in Missouri and, specifically here in Kansas City, just to, have, what was it, 2031? I think 2031 is the last year
Yep.
that
2031.
they'll be here. And then they're moving over to old flat Kansas, flat, boring, nothing in Kansas. I hate it. I really do. I hate it,
Man,
man.
man, shout out to our neighbors, man, to the west.
Shout
But
out to the most boring state in the United States. Shout
wow.
out.
So we kind of talked about this before, but me being a Giants fan up until maybe about 10 years ago, I was a Giants fan for about 20 to 30 years, right?
Hmm.
Lifelong Giants fan. And with that being
You're
said,
aging yourself. Now
that's fine. That's
everybody can do
fine.
the math
Your boy,
there. Do the
look,
math there.
your,
And if you can calculate Joe's age from that comment that he just made, I got something for you. Whoever's right.
can I participate too? Can I
Joe, you
guess?
cannot participate.
Fair enough. But inside dealings, right? But
Yes,
no,
sir.
real talk. The New York Football Giants for my whole life have played in East Rutherford, New Jersey. And for a little bit I felt a little odd about it, but it was still my team. It was still my Giants. Granted, we don't have this kind of border war beef with people from Jersey. You know,
Hmm.
shout out to Jersey. We always felt like they were like our little brother. They try to jock our swag or our
Yeah.
slang. But they were legitimate and they supported the Giants and they didn't have a football team. So it's like I never really was tripping. But I feel like for you guys, there's like real beef. Like I'm from KC Mo. I'm not from KCK.
Yeah.
When people say, "What's up, Kansas?" No, Kansas City, Missouri. Like
Oh,
it's gang banging. So
is
explain that a little bit to me.
well, yeah, I mean, forever. I mean, people that don't know that, that aren't from here, a lot of people like, oh, the Kansas City, Kansas Chiefs or the Kansas Chiefs. Like, and, it's just
Hmm.
a big thing like, yo, that's not who the Kansas City, Missouri Chiefs. That's how it's always been. We've had
Mhm.
these rivalries like the Missouri Kansas up until they switched over and Mizzou switched over to the SEC. So we used to have those big brawler, you know, basketball, football games every year. So it's just, something that clearly we're all going to have to get used to.
Right.
And it's tragic. So everybody better just go to as many Chiefs games as you can. And what I think I remember what you were saying earlier, but it's a great deal for the Clark Hunt family and
For
the
sure.
stadium. Like the whole state of Kansas is going to pay for at least half or something, pay for the stadium. And then I heard that
Crazy.
the Chiefs pay like $7 million a year in like rent, to rent it out. But the $7 million goes towards like fixing the stadium and putting money into the stadium. So it's almost like a free deal for the Clark family and the Chiefs.
Look, I agree with you. And if you're looking at it from a money perspective, they're worth approximately 25 billion, give or take, right?
Yeah,
And you don't get that wealthy without being smart about your money.
not
So
at all.
I get the home team
Mhm.
perspective, but looking at it from a money and a business perspective, they did what's best for their money.
Yeah.
And I spoke to a couple of the homies. Shout out to the homies. It was Brandon and Byron. He called me. They called
Mhm.
me like a hour ago, and they were talking about. One of them was talking about he's got a tattoo. He's gonna, he's gonna black it out.
Exit out.
He's gonna do that. He's gonna burn his jersey. The other
Oh
one was
my
pretty
god.
much he's a lifer and he's a season ticket holder, and he was just like, I don't like how it feel, but at the end of the day, I'm just gonna drive those extra miles across state lines and support my team. And I think it's fresh, so I'm not gonna try to tell y'all what to do because
Yeah.
I'm not from here. I'm a transplant. And to
Right.
be honest, I mess with Lamar. No disrespect, but
Mhm.
I'm repping the Chiefs right now.
Yep,
Everybody
yep.
who knows me in real life know I don't perpetrate. I mess with Lamar, and
Mhm.
but I
I mean,
support.
both franchises are in shambles right
Right,
now.
right, right, right. But I support the Chiefs. It's about the Chiefs right now. That's why I'm here, right, to
Right.
support you guys with your colors on. But with that being said, I think it's just important for the region. And even I told you offline, it just feels electric to be in a city that's proud about their team and the team is winning. There's a different feeling to be in a city when it's winning and when it's losing. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
so I'm just hoping that the Kansas City Mo side they're gonna still feel that love and energy about their team. I still feel like, even though I'm not part of the organization, this is still y'all's team. It's KC Metro area still. So here's a follow-up question. So the Kansas fans that's been Kansas fans from the Joe side this whole
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
do you feel like they were fake fans? Because they were on the Kansas side. Are they not
Oh,
legitimate
no.
fans?
They're definitely not fake fans. It's all one big family here, across the
Okay.
borders. And we do have rivalries and we do talk that shit. And,
Uh-huh.
but it's all there just as much as when the Chiefs move over there. Kansas City, Missouri, still going to be all good Chiefs fans. We're going to come over. We're going to watch games. Just going to be a different atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be, we won't have Arrowhead. We won't have, cold weather games because it's going to be a dome. And,
Right.
we won't be the loudest stadium in the NFL anymore because, we'd have to reset the standard.
Right.
So we've hit a lot of milestones, a lot of benchmarks, and it's been here forever. And, maybe this is good. Maybe it's good for everybody. One thing that you got to remember, though, is Jackson County had a chance to save the Chiefs and keep them here, right? And Jackson County said no. So, I mean,
Great.
if you want somebody to be mad at, talk to your people in Jackson County.
So I have that question here, and I'm glad that you went in there so I don't have to ask it. So, with that being said, here's a better question. Oh, I want to rephrase the question
Yeah.
rather. What if the whole of Missouri, or if people who don't live in Jackson County, because basically, if you lived outside of Jackson County and you still rep the Chiefs and you feel like it's in
Mhm.
Missouri, or if you're like the wretched old man in Richmond and he's pissed too, what if there was a bill put out that was like, yo, it's just not on Jackson County as a state or these contributing counties, hey, we'll take on that tax load too. Because now,
Right.
what about having some empathy for the people that live in Jackson County proper? Like, yo, we don't want to pay for this. If y'all
Mhm.
want to rep Missouri so hard, as a state, because you see the governor of Kansas, she was involved in that deal. The
Oh yeah,
Missouri governor, I'm just putting this out there towards you. I want to know your take.
yeah,
What if Missouri as a state took it on? Because we already lost St. Louis, right? We lost the Rams. This is all we
man.
got, right? So, as a state, should we have done what we needed to do to keep it in the MO?
Well,
What's your take?
I mean, I feel like I mean, you have to having a pro football team, a pro baseball team, basketball team, hockey, whatever. Having that in your state just brings in so many, different revenue streams for your county, for your state, especially when they're winning. Like the Chiefs have the last 7 or 8 years. Three Super Bowl parades and it's bringing people, it's bringing the World Cup here.
Right,
We're getting the World Cup here coming soon. We got
right.
the draft a couple years ago. So, and that's just what having a sports team does. If we don't have sports teams here in Kansas City or in even Missouri, let's just say Missouri, then Missouri fans and residents are going to be, I guess, you just got to find your own bandwagon team. I guess I don't understand it. I mean, I clearly don't live in Jackson County, so I mean, I couldn't vote on it. But it was a tax rate that you were already paying, and it was small, and that you would have just had to continue to pay it after 2031 or something. So it was a tax that everybody in Jackson was already paying. You just had to continue paying it, which I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay any taxes. But if it
Okay.
means to keep the hey, you know me, Joe. But if it means keeping the Chiefs and the Royals here, we got to keep them here. But it's just so now we got to shift our focus to keeping the Royals here. So I think that's next order of business. I don't think they let them both go. I think Chiefs are gone. It's unfortunate. They moved, a couple miles that way, and now we just got to focus on making sure we keep the Royals here.
Fair play. I agree with that. I'm going to give you a little bit of a response. So here's my question, and I think I kind of have an unbiased opinion because I don't have a
Mm-hmm.
dog in the fight,
Yep.
but I've been around those locations. Fair, transparency. I've never been inside the stadium. I've driven around. I've been around in that area.
Arrowhead.
Arrowhead. Never been in Arrowhead. Never went. Come
Oh my
on, bro. I never
god.
been. I'm gonna go before it gets demolished.
You want
But
tickets for tomorrow? My boys got tickets for tomorrow.
I gotta go to
2
work, bruh.
tickets.
Merry Christmas and be
Ah,
at work. Merry Christmas.
damn
But
it, Uncle Sam.
Imma make it
He
there though.
got you.
But look, straight up. But what I'm saying is this. What was you saying, Joe? ADHD. What I'm saying is that area, right? And I'm not knocking that area, not
Mhm.
knocking the neighborhood.
Right.
That area isn't the nicest area.
Nah.
Aesthetically, it's kinda hood, no
Mhm.
disrespect. You know, it's kinda, you drive
Yeah.
around there, you're locking your doors, you're seeing, not the nicest set of Missouri citizens typically walking the streets, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It looks kinda like a Thriller music video from Michael Jackson. No disrespect, I'm just saying. And going over there on that Kansas side, and I'm not trying to be bougie,
Yeah.
over there where prospective areas, it's a better side of town, No beef, no
Yeah.
beef. I'm still gonna lock my doors, but I'm not gonna be worried about, a certain element of, people
Yeah.
busting out the Thriller. And so I'm just saying that aesthetically, long term, as far as it just being a better area, people like new. I'm
Yeah.
thinking, hey, I'm the Hunts. I'm bougie. I'm talking billions. Give me that $1 billion atmosphere and aesthetic. You get what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
What's your take on
100%.
that?
100%. I mean, it's gonna be I don't exactly know where it's gonna be. I guess I haven't done as much research, but I'm thinking like, what, out by the Legends or
Yeah, they're talking about over there
I mean,
between
that's
where
a good place.
435 and 70 reach. Yeah,
I
interact right
mean, it's
there. And it's
already got the raceway, it's got the Legends, it's got Children's Mercy Park for the soccer
mhm.
team. I mean, it's got everything out there. It's a beautiful area, and like you said, I mean, it isn't a better area, and it gives you that $1 billion, look and feel. And I totally agree with all that. Just hard to let it go. I think. It works out. Money works. The team gets a new stadium. It all works out. It's just sad to see him go.
Right, and a caveat to that, they were talking about the practice facility rather will be in a little bit south of there, but also on the Kansas side. And I was
Mhm.
talking when I was talking to the homies, I said this, well, most of your players, and administration, they live on the Kansas side, isn't it? Not to be
Yeah.
on a JoCo, bougie level. And I'm
Yeah.
not trying to say Kansas is better. It's just that aesthetically, if I got hundreds of millions of dollars, it might be easier to live in that affluent lifestyle a little bit to the west, across the state line. And
Mhm.
so it's just kind of, I won't say lifestyle wise for them, I feel like they're winning, but not knocking you. I feel that they're gladiators for their fan base, right?
Yeah.
And the fan base that was there when they were getting
2
BTA
2 and
year in,
14. Oh, yeah.
just getting it. This is our year. Oh, maybe
Yeah.
next year. Maybe next. This is
Yeah.
our year. And now that you're a winning franchise, we'll say one of the best quarterbacks that ever played the game, one of the best what's it called, head coaches to ever coach the game. And now you want to take our shiny nice
Mhm.
things and go over there. I understand that. F y'all. I get it. I'm with you. I feel you. You
Right.
know, but I could see both sides, but I really wanted to really get a real Chiefs fans take on it. So your
Mhm.
final thought before we go to the Christmas stuff, what's
Mm.
your final take? Speaking, you're representing all the Chiefs fans from KC Mo. You're talking to Mr. Hunt. What do you got to say? You got the floor.
Right. So I'd sit down and say, "Hey, Mr. Hunt, very nice to meet you. I really appreciate everything you done for the Chiefs, but oh, no, I'm just playing."
A uppercut? Are
Yeah,
you gonna
God.
yeah.
No, I'm just playing. Mr. Hunt, Clark Hunt, all y'all, we love you. We appreciate Lamar, everything you've done for this town. I know you're going to be here for a few more years and everything. It's just unfortunate, like I had said before, but just gonna be a change. Like you said, we're gonna just have to cross borders and go. I mean, everybody before gambling was legal here in Missouri, everybody was crossing borders to go place bets and coming back anyway. So it'd be just like before, whenever you couldn't gamble here in Missouri. So at
Right.
least at least I like. I've heard something that you leave something better, than you found it. That's what I think. All the Hunts, Patrick Mahomes, all the Chiefs, Big Red, they've built this thing up to
Mhm.
something that, is almost maybe outgrown, where
Ooh,
we're at right now.
okay.
And now we're on to the next level where we got to compete with these other stadiums and these other teams and have these state of the art facilities for our players. And so I think it's a good move. I think the money's right. I think the position and the environment for everything just works out good. And we just got to get used to it, Chiefs fans. It sucks now, but we'll probably love it. And then you'll never, I want to, I seen something, two things. We'll put them up, and then we'll be
Okay.
able to see them here on the podcast. But they said, what's your top two ideas after the Chiefs leave, what they're going to do with Arrowhead Stadium? And the
Mhm.
first one, they just slapped a big Spirit Halloween where it says GEHA Field.
Pretty
So it's
good.
just going to be a Spirit Halloween now every October. And then the second one was like Ford reached out to Arrowhead so they can just park a bunch of their trucks and transit
Mm,
vans just in there.
man, for sure. It's a great space. That's funny, the Spirit Halloween. I hope they don't leave it vacant for the whole year. I think they could
Man.
do concerts. I think
Oh,
they
yeah.
could do like a venue. They could really rehab it and really make a good use of that space. I don't want to get too financial, but I'm thinking about the property value of the people that really
Oh,
invested
yeah.
in that. The people had parking, people parking at their houses and stuff like that. They're gonna lose that.
Oh,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? In
I didn't
5
even,
years.
I didn't even
Yeah.
think about that because that's like pay your house payment every month off of Chiefs games, Chiefs home games.
Straight up, Airbnb, all of
They
that is
was
going
they was
down.
robbing me every time I parked at their house. But it's
Shout
better
out
than
to
paying. Shout out everybody living right around the Chiefs Stadium taking my
yeah,
money.
yeah, shout out to the parking lot pimpers, man. They're going out of business in 5
That's
years.
right. That's right. Run it up. $50 instead of 20.
Yeah,
You got
straight
to.
up. Man, that's great, man. But let's go talk about Christmas, man. Shout out to the Chiefs. Hunts, I
Yep.
heard you're on notice. You know, you better do good to your fan base. They got to win them back over. You know, I'll say that. You've got to win back over your Missouri fan base. You got some work to do. I don't even know what to tell you, but you got
Right.
some work to do. But let's get into some Christmas, man. Let's get into some
Switch
Christmas stuff.
gears.
I got some Christmas questions for you.
Yeah, yeah.
First up, you know, in the Mo, growing up in the Mo, KC Mo area, right? Growing up, what was the most unforgettable or chaotic Christmas in your house and who caused the chaos?
The chaos. So I come from a small family. So
Okay.
my mom, my dad, and me and my sister, and
Uh-huh.
then probably my grandma, my mom's mom. She's always there making mashed potatoes. And all the
Okay.
old home videos, she's always cooking or cleaning, you know, so,
Okay.
or yelling at somebody. So probably the most memorable or chaotic, let's see, memorable or chaotic, probably memorable. My most memorable Christmas would probably be the last one I remember with my mom because she passed away
Yes,
in
rest in peace.
yeah 2001. So when I was a young lad, don't be guessing my age on here, but 2001, my mom passed away, and it was my
Mhm.
last Christmas with her, and
Mhm.
she just got her. She's doing everything she can to, get us all the presents and everything. And then I got all these home videos of us starting at our house, going over to one of her best friend's house, like my aunt and uncle and kids, and then moving over to my grandma's house, and then meeting up with my dad and all of them, and just opening up presents and just seeing her and seeing how happy we were and all that. So it's really just that. I don't know if that's the most, chaotic or whatever, but most
Uh-huh.
memorable for me is probably that last like Christmas that I remember with her.
That's dope, man. Thanks for sharing that. For sure
What
that's
ab-
memorable.
what about you?
What about for old Joe? Shout
What
out to
about
my
for
old
old
lady.
Joe? OJ.
She's
OJ
l-
the Juice Man.
let me tell you, she's tired of me saying old Joe. She said, "Where are you? Can you stop saying old Joe?" I said, "No, thank Vaughn." But
Yeah,
anyway,
for real. Oh, old Joe and Lady A.
right, straight up, man. For me, I was thinking about a Christmas. I think I got a bike. I got a mountain bike. I'm not gonna tell you the year. This is back in the day. It's early
Mm-hmm.
90s. I got a mountain bike. It was a big deal.
Yeah.
And I remember like riding it around and just feeling like I can't lose. It was a Huffy. Shout out to Huffy too. Sponsor
Mm.
us. And that was a memorable one, even though it probably wasn't. It was one of the most precious gifts to me because, like, it was like a car. It was like my
Yeah.
pops bought me a car. I already could ride
100%.
a bike. I had other smaller bikes. Now I got a brand new mountain bike. I'm hitting the streets. I'm shifting gears. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You don't even know what you're doing.
Straight up.
Yeah.
But I think the cherry on top was family was there. It snowed that Christmas, I'm pretty sure. So I had a white Christmas. So it was everything I wanted,
Mhm.
man. And so that probably is the most memorable, chaotic.
Yeah.
They used to I can't get into chaotic because I promised my parents I wouldn't expose them
Hey,
online,
that's
but
alright. No, no,
that's
that's
just that's the
cool, that's
memorable one.
cool.
That's the
Well,
memorable one.
what's wild is you talk about a white Christmas. I mean, I can't remember the last white Christmas we've had, and tomorrow is gonna be 70 degrees.
For sure. For
Shorts and
sure. That's
flip-flops, you
crazy.
might as well reopen the pools. Reopen the pools, we're going swimming tomorrow. My
Right.
god, what is going on? Global warming, clearly.
So here's a follow-up question for
Okay.
you with Christmas. All right. So what's something about Christmas as a parent that nobody warned you about, but you fully understand now? So I can look.
Hmm. I got a
So
couple things.
go for it.
I got a couple things. Nobody warned me that I would have to get an elf on the shelf and move it around every single day and make it do funny or interesting or crazy things for 25 days. That's probably one of the hardest things to do around Christmas because half the time you do something cool like we put the elves in the Crocs and put them in the water and put them in the tub, and you put croc infested
Oh,
water, or stuff like that. Then nobody can
yeah.
take a bath for a day because nobody can touch them.
Oh, man, that's
You know?
crazy.
Yeah, right, so then half the time you just throw them somewhere, before the kid. You gotta wake up
Wait.
7 seconds before the kid. You just, because we got 3 of them, we don't just have 1. You grab the elves and you just chuck them
Oh,
somewhere, and so they're in a different spot. So that's something that I think that's more like new age Christmas stuff, like, 'cause
yeah,
that we didn't
yeah.
have that when we was kids. But, like,
Right.
that, and probably just how chaotic Christmas is, man. I mean, I know everybody does their best to just, "Man, I wanna get my kids everything, I wanna do this, I wanna do that," but it doesn't really prepare you for, really, the real meaning of Christmas is, to celebrate Jesus' birthday, and
Shout out to
to
Jesus.
shout out to Jesus, and to give rather than to receive. So everybody
Okay.
gets stuck in that mode of, I got to buy this, I got to make sure everybody, and then what am I getting? Oh, this is what I want. And it's really,
Mhm.
that's what you shift gears the older you get. I feel like, about just making it more about giving and making sure that all your people are taken care of.
I think that's dope. Everybody knows, or anybody knows me personally, old Joe doesn't have any kids yet. And I have a family member that I help out with when it's Christmas time. I'm not gonna put nobody on blast. And that fulfills me. I feel,
Yeah,
happy and blessed to be able to do that. But my question for you is, as the dad on the pod, like when you see your children opening up the gifts and that innocence, that happiness, in their eyes,
yeah.
what does that do for you? How does that feel?
I mean, it's really just, I mean, just not to sound cliche or anything, but
Mhm.
it's really just like magical, man. I mean,
That's what's up.
you wake up and, at the ass crack of dawn, kids is ready at 5:45. I'm telling them to go back to sleep. Dad, they got me in a chokehold. Dad, wake up. It's 5:45. It's Christmas. I'm like, yo, I just went to bed at 2. Wrapping presents. Santa ain't ready yet. you,
Sa-
you know,
Sa- Santa was working the night shift, huh?
Santa was working hard last night. Uh, but yeah, I mean, they get down there and they light up, man. And I mean, you could get them everything they want. You could get them a couple things, man. It's just them,
Right.
their faces lighting up and just believing in Santa and stuff like that. I mean, let your kids believe in Santa as long as they can, but
Uh-huh.
also let them believe in Jesus too.
Okay, shout out for Jesus. We got two
Double,
Jesus
double. All
references.
right,
That's
all right.
what's up,
Hey,
man.
hey,
No, that's
I'm off.
okay,
I'm
man.
off
No,
my
we're
box.
saved. We're saved,
So,
man. Shout
but
out.
yeah,
He's the
man.
reason for the season,
That's
okay?
the reason for the season. That's right. But
But
yeah,
that's
man.
dope, man. I'm glad you shared that. I watch my Hallmark videos and I get sentimental and I think
Hmm.
about when I'll have that opportunity to be that, Papa Joe and do that and be like, "Yeah, I worked hard for that." I mean, Santa worked
Mm.
hard for that. I'm
Santa
gonna
worked hard.
be hard.
I
Santa worked
know,
overtime.
man.
Santa's not working
I already know,
4896s
man.
yet.
I know. I have my older kids. They're 15 now, and then I'm
Mhm.
like, "Oh yeah, Santa's gonna get you off," and they're like, "Santa's not real," and I'm like, "Shut up."
He said,
if you fuck
"Dope."
this if you fuck this up for them, I will fuck you up. For real.
I'm
you know what I'm saying?
you know
uh,
what's real? The ER. You're going to. Where do you
100%.
wanna go?
You want to
Where do
open
you
up
wanna
presents, you want to go to the hospital.
go?
they got
Oh,
hey,
man.
they got limited staff. We're gonna
Right.
be there all day.
Right, where are you going? Were you going to Children's Mercy? Where do you wanna go?
Yeah, hey, you ain't got that many choices, and I would choose to just shut up. That's what I would choose.
Oh, man. That's so funny, bruh. Um, I hope that we really entertained our fans today. I had a good time,
Oh
and
man.
and we're coming to that time where we have to wrap things up. Is there anything you wanna
Mhm.
do before you take us away? What do you wanna tell the people, the pods, the listeners?
Man, I just want to. I know it's been a short year for us so far. Like I said, I think this is episode 14 or 15. More episodes to come, more content to come. I plan on getting all these shorts out, these funny videos, these behind the scenes stuff that we do. I just want to thank all of our, faithful, loyal fans and people that have liked and subscribed on all of our videos, comment
For
at least,
sure.
all the four people that comment on all of our videos. We love you, and we will never forget you. So, what I do want to say, I want to say Merry Christmas to all 200 of you that view our videos. We love you. And we really, on a real note, we really do appreciate the love for the pod. We're trying to put out, these quality videos. We're trying to upgrade and update and do, all these things to make the product more enjoyable for you guys and also have fun while we do it. So, I mean, that's really what it is. Hopefully, we can grow this into something that is something crazy that we never even seen coming.
For sure.
With me, you, Vaughn, and Jesse, we've got a good core guys. So it's gonna be big things coming next year. 2026 gonna be our year. So you guys are gonna look back on these old videos and you're gonna be like, man, those ain't nothing compared to what we got coming up 2026, 2027. It's got big things coming. I don't want to spoil anything, but we really do appreciate you guys locking in with us and watching the videos and commenting.
For sure. I want to say shout out to Mr. Dramatically himself.
That's
You
right.
know, we miss you, Jess. Hope all is well with you. And Mr. Big Vaughn, even though you're the smallest dude I know. I'm not gonna try to kill him. I'm there already. They're
That's right.
standard issue dudes. They're in the prime of their life with the most testosterone,
Boy,
and they look like nothing. You
I
look
know.
like a
I
whole lot of
know.
nothing.
Put the work in, man. Please. Put some work in.
For the new year, we're gonna buy them. Oh, here's what you guys do. Put in the comment section. Say put workout. So we
Yep.
can inspire these guys to work out.
Put,
Even at
put workout, protein powder, creatine, something along those lines.
right,
Help
right.
help these guys out.
They're puny. Let me stop.
Ah,
I have to
I
do
don't
something for the shorts, right?
That's right.
Hey,
That's
get in
right.
the gym. Your
Yeah.
neck is thick, right? And the other one, you look pathetic.
And
All
your
right, that's for
back
the
is
shorts.
big.
Yeah.
Your neck is
Yes.
thick and your back is big. Big
But we
back,
love
big
you.
back. We do
We
love
love
you.
you.
It's all
We love
love.
you,
It's
though.
all love. Hey,
Yeah. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to
that's
the
right.
other two members. We're a family of four. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
right.
like you said, shout out to the loyal fans. Shout out to Craig. He's the fan of the year. Let's do that
Craig,
for
no,
Craig.
for sure.
Craig,
Fan of the
he
year.
listens to everything straight through. And we're out at 32 minutes, Craig. So I know you want us to cut it at 30 minutes.
Yep.
This is a little love for you, the fan
You
of the
gotta
year.
listen to the last 2 minutes, three, five, whatever we're doing here. Please.
For sure. And everybody else, man, everybody else, our friends and family who've been supporting. I know you had a whole bunch of people come through towards the end of the year to boost our numbers, and we
Hmm.
love them. Shout out to the Hood Squad. Shout out to Vaughn's people, Jesse's people, and a few of my people that I let know was happening, because I like to stay, low pro.
All
It's
three
all in
of
the
them.
name.
All
You
three
know what
of
I'm
them.
saying? You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
it's better
But
than
here we
none.
go. But with that being said, man, love y'all. Peace and love. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. I'm going to let Hood sign us out.
Yep. Hey, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from the Low Pro Pod. We got nothing but love for y'all. Thanks for checking out this week's episode. Like and subscribe. You can like and not subscribe, but you shouldn't. You should like and subscribe and turn notifications on. I know you got a
Straight
lot.
up.
You got a lot going on. Turn the notifications on so they just let you know when we post a new video. All right. Help
Straight
me
up.
help you. Please.
Oh,
You
me help
know?
you.
Please.
Straight up.
So, Merry Christmas from Low Pro. We love you. We thank you. And God bless.
God bless. Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.